morning and welcome back to the 2015 Cooks Cup High School Hockey Tournament live from Mariner Center in Yarmouth. I'm CJLS Sports Director Kevin Northup, bringing this game live to you on MC Media on live stream. We thank you so much for tuning into this one, and we're in for a real good one for the first boys game of the tournament. It features the Yarmouth High Vikings, the host team, against Par-on-Ba Sharks, a team from about 10 minutes up the road on the 103. And Par-on-Ba dressed in the blue jerseys tonight, their away jerseys, the Vikings in their white and maroon colored shirts. Oliver Johansson bringing the puck up for the Vikings right away. He's been their leading scorer this season, in the regular season at least. Johansson having a great year from Sweden, 10 goals, 17 assists in 9 games played, and he's wheeling on the puck now in the Par-on-Ba zone. Again, the first game of the boys division of the Cooks Cup High School Hockey Tournament. We thank you for tuning in once again. You just watched the Yarmouth High girls get a big 5-4 win over the Par-on-Ba girls, and now the boys' team's turn to turn things up. And now Newell trying to come in. He's knocked into by Breton, and Newell crashes into the goal of Luke Eamon. Luke Eamon, the Yarmouth netminder in this one, a record of 4-4 through the regular season so far. One shutout included in that, a .378 goals against average. And Nick Potier taking over in net for Par-on-Ba, 1-2 so far through 4 games played. And a .925 goals against average for Potier. Face-off controlled by Par-on-Ba. Knocked into the zone by Riley Boudreau. Taken now by the Vikings. Hurlbert tries to move it up ahead, and the penalty's coming up against Hurlbert. I believe it was for that hit that he tried to lay down on Brandon Goodwin. So Par-on-Ba going to get the first power play opportunity of this game. These teams have not met in regular season play this season, but they did meet back at the Glen Murray tournament. And that was back last month, and that game was a 6-6 tie. Shot off the draw, taken by Dominic Surratt, is fired wide. Kept in at the line by Aiden Darcy for Par-on-Ba. But hustling after that, Dylan D'Entremont for the Vikings, and he'll have an easy clear all the way down to Potier. So the Sharks will have to start things off. So Hurlbert getting a 4-minute head contact penalty on that play. So the Vikings shorthanded early on, but Jones coming in shorthanded chance is blocked. Standing in front of that was Cameron D'Entremont. D'Entremont going to go after it once again, wrapping it around the boards, trying to find Josh Boudreau. Good job by the Vikings to keep it in. Jaden Muse. Muse once again. This is Johansson trying to throw it in, actually. Going after that puck, Dominic Surratt. Surratt throws it up the middle, but given away again. Sharks having a real problem getting out of their zone, and it's they who have the power play. Now coming in and taking a shot just wide of the goal, Dylan LeBlanc. At the line once again. Dylan D'Entremont trying to feed that through, but blocked down. And the Sharks now still can't get it out as D'Entremont fires it back into the corner. Sharks have spent this whole power play in their own zone. Shot coming in from Johansson is stopped by Potier. And now the Sharks with room to move. Corey Newell up the left side. Dumps it in. Eamon out of the goal to wrap that around the boards. Now Dixon knocked it down for a moment, but Dylan D'Entremont again right there, number 13, but he gives it away to Newell. Now Newell is in alone. Shot save made by Eamon, the rebound, and put wide, and a penalty again on the way. Dylan LeBlanc's going to get the gate. So now it'll be a 5-on-3 advantage for a full 2 minutes for the Sharks. So early penalty trouble here for the Yarmouth Vikings, not something they want. Each game in this tournament consists of 3 15-minute stop time periods, straight time and third period, though, whenever 5-goal deficit is reached, and the ice cleaned every 2 periods. So the ice will be cleaned after this first period. So into the box goes Dylan LeBlanc. PEB, 5-on-3 power play, and Boudreau rings it off the post from the point. Dixon trying to play that in front, but Stephen Moore on it, off the boards and out. Big clear for the Vikings. Hustling after that. D'Entremont getting it loose, taking a shot. That's blocked down by Poitier, didn't see it. Now a shot at the line, deflected down. This is Jacob Surratt, actually. He'll take a shot again on Poitier, who makes the save. Newell on the power play for Paramba. Up ahead for Dixon, but taken away again by Stephen Moore of the Vikings. He's going to give that puck away, though, to Dominic Surratt. Trying to cut into the middle for a shot. That was blocked. Surratt after it once again. In the corner. Now PEB might be able to set something up. Pass goes back to the line for Cameron D'Entremont. Turn feed back to the point. Boudreau. He'll just take the shot. That's blocked in the skates once again. And Surratt fires a shot. Good job by Liam Eyre to get in front of that and block it. And now it's out of the zone once again. Sharks will have to go back. 50 seconds left, rather 39 seconds left in this 5-on-3 power play opportunity for the Sharks. But it's the Vikings. Very calm. Johansson to Eyre, and Eyre gets it down the ice. Johansson shorthanded, stealing the puck. Oliver Johansson cutting to the middle. Tipped up, though, by Josh Boudreau. And loose at center. 10 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Boudreau brings it in for PEB. Taking the shot, that missed. And now a big hit in the corner. Newell took down Eyre as the puck left the zone. Look out, Johansson's up. He had nobody in front of him, but the pass didn't come to him. And now, as the final seconds of the penalty ticks away, Paramba, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. So a full 2-minute 5-on-3, 4-minute power play as well for the Sharks. They can't capitalize. And 5.5 minutes into this hockey game, we're still scoreless. Dixon at the line. Taking the shot wide of the goal of Eamon. Still out there and back on the puck is Johansson. Rather, this is Dylan D'Entremont. Lost the puck, and now a breakaway chance coming in is Surratt in alone, and he can't beat Eamon as Surratt tried to go low pad, but that left pad of Luke Eamon able to get over, and he'll glove it down. Great breakaway chance for Dominic Surratt. Leading the Sharks in goals to the regular season in 6 games. He's got 7 of them, and he looked like he could have had another one there, but a great save by Eamon. We remain scoreless. And if this game ends in a tie after 3 periods, that's how it will end. No overtime or shootout in the round robin. Each team gets a point as well if they lead, or the team that leads after a period gets a point. If it's tied after a period, half point awarded to each team. 2 points for a win. Kirby Mallett going after it for the Vikings up there. Well, was Brock Eamon trying to get it loose, getting it back to the point, but knocked away from Brad Jones. Now Newell's loose the other way for the Sharks. Newell came in but had no one to pass to, and Jones will just hustle, get that up and down the ice, and doesn't have enough for icing, so Jones gets to his own dump in. Loose behind the goal was Jones, trying to find Hurlburt in front. Banked in, trying to put it in off Poitier, but Nick Poitier holding that post, and he'll make the save. 6:59 into the first period. Still no score in this one. Of course, this tournament, once again, sponsored by the Cooks family, former Cooks Dairy here in Yarmouth County. We thank them so much for that. The name stays, and the trophy at the end of this thing is a large milk jug. Very unique trophy, probably one of the more unique trophies given out in Nova Scotia School Athletic Federation. It's a great thing to win, get your name on it. Yarmouth High Vikings have not won this tournament at home since 2011. They're looking to change that this year. A lot stronger team than they had last year, coming back for this one, and their full expectation is to win. Vikings second place in league standings right now as they bring it on in. Here's a shot by Moore. That was blocked in front. Good job by Noah Dixon to block it. Now the Sharks with skating room. Coming up over the line is LeBlanc. LeBlanc tried to play that up ahead for Dixon, knocked away. Now Jacob Surratt is loose with Johansson. Johansson in over the line. He's got Moore with him. Takes the shot. Stopped by Poitier. Rebound bouncing in front. Wraparound chance from Surratt, and that chip just wide. Hunter Hurlbert comes up from the line. Hurlbert, the former South Shore Mustang and Nova Scotia Major Midget Hockey League. Hurlbert takes it at center. Makes a move, and he'll get in. Takes the shot. Poitier the save. And gloving it down is Poitier to get a defensive zone draw. 6:43 left in the first period. Vikings have looked like the stronger team in this one. Paramba had a great showing at this tournament last year. And they won provincials as well. But a lot of those players that were on that team not back this year. Tristan D'Entremont, Jesse Lennox, among others. Graduated, moved on. So now a new crop of Paramba players on now for this boys hockey team. Aiden Darcy tried to play that in. Going after the puck now. Jacques LeBlanc is away from him. LeBlanc might get another chance as he'll get on it in the corner. Trying to center, but a good job by Jared Miner to come over. Get that loose. Puck is dumped in once again by Darcy. Sharks make a change. Hurlbert will take over in behind the net of Eamon. Still looking for the game's first goal. Hurlbert with a pass ahead. And that finds Dylan LeBlanc. LeBlanc makes a move, shoots and scores! Dylan LeBlanc, what a shot. And he beats Nick Poitier high glove, and it's the first goal of the game, and it goes to the Yarmouth Vikings. Good job by LeBlanc to get in all the way, and he's a good goal scorer this season for them. 5 goals in 9 regular season games. Of course, that doesn't count tournaments. So none of the goals in this tournament go toward regular season stats, but that's just a great goal by LeBlanc. And a 1-0 lead for the Yarmouth Vikings. And now they're up looking for more. Here comes Brad Jones on the left side, taking a shot, stopped by Poitier, and chipping it into the corner, Justin Goodwin. Puck bounces up into the Paramba bench and out of play. So Minard picking up an assist on that goal by LeBlanc. 5:19 left to go in the first period. Face-off will be inside the PEB zone to the left of goaltender Poitier. Not much that Nick Poitier could do on that goal by LeBlanc, coming in and just roofing that over him. McGuire Breton on the draw, got it over to Jones. Trying to chip that back to the line. And Dylan D'Entremont couldn't keep it in, so Air will have to go back. Air's pass ahead. Now McGuire Breton with it. For Kirby Mallett. Mallett getting that back in. After the puck, Jones. Jones had Justin Goodwin all over him. Jones will get it back, and he's got some skating room. Feeds it back to the point for Air. Air, big drive, is blocked. And it's played high and hits the ceiling with force here at Mariners Center. Dixon played that out. So another draw coming inside Sharks territory. 4:39 left. Nick Poitier, as you see in the Paramba net, he's been the goaltender for this school for quite some time. A couple of years. Big in the tournament last year as well. LeBlanc will get that in for the Sharks. Babin tried to center that play, but it's knocked away by the Vikings. Here's Johansson with a pass on to the left side for Moore. Stephen Moore stops up. He's got Surratt with him and Johansson in the corner. He goes to Johansson. Oliver Johansson trying to play it around the boards. Hustling over at the point and keeping it alive. Now in the middle, Surratt, one-time chance, blocked in front, rebound, and Poitier down to make the save as the net comes off the moorings. 3:58 left in the first period. 1-0 lead for the Vikings. That goal scored a few moments ago by Dylan LeBlanc. First game of the 2015 Cooks Cup Boys Division. And we've got a good number of teams coming in. This division will be Yarmouth and Paramba, as you're seeing on the ice now. Also in this division, Sir John A. McDonald Flames and West Kings Wolverines. And the other division, Parkview, Eastern Shore, Prince Andrew, and Neckett. And remember last year, the Prince Andrew Panthers, or rather Parkview, were the... Rather, no, it was Prince Andrew. They were the champions of the Cooks Cup. Coming back to try to defend their title. At the line, another shot coming in from LeBlanc, looking for a second of the game, and that's stopped. Now the other way, Surratt. Surratt getting through for Paramba. Backhand chance and scores! Dominic Surratt breaking through the Viking defenders. Backhands it by Luke Eamon. And this game tied at 1 with 3:06 left to go in the first period. Wow, what an individual effort. Just accelerating was Surratt getting through. As you see him break through these two Yarmouth defenders. Backhand, and Eamon caught just a little piece of it. Not enough. The Sharks not going away. 1-1 tie. And the puck dropped at center once again. It's the Sharks who are on it. Goodwin got that in deep. Eamon, though, as he played that from behind the net, shoots it over the glass and out of play. So it's an unassisted marker for Surratt. As we mentioned, he's leading the Sharks in goals this season. And you can see why with that kind of skill, able to cut in and create that chance himself. Jacques LeBlanc lost the puck. Now Dixon's going to get it back as the Vikings turn it over. Shot coming in was blocked by Eamon. Dixon back with it now. He's got LeBlanc with him. Now McGuire Breton lost his glove, but he still played the puck ahead anyway for the Vikings. Breton finds Kirby Mallett on the near side. Mallett winds and fires, and that's going to go wide of the goal of Poitier. Vikings hustle over to keep it alive. Mallett almost took that once again. And at center now, he'll get to it. He'll shoot it in. And Darcy's going to have to go back for the Sharks. Darcy around the boards, finding Patrick D'Entremont. And D'Entremont being worked over on the half wall by a couple of Viking players. Blue line chance, flutters wide of the goal. Johansson gets to it. Johansson, nice moves to get around Darcy. Coming into the middle, backhand chance, and that just goes wide. Jones had a good chance. Now at the line, Jones, he'll tee that back over. And Minard plays it around the boards. Now Johansson. Jones, half wall. Two Sharks on him. Jones just threw it toward goal, and Poitier, out of his crease to glove it down, wasn't taking any chances. 1-1 tie, 1:28 left in the first period. We'll flood the ice after this period of play, I believe. There was no flood in between the games, so every 2 periods. Shot from the line, blocked, rebound, and chipped just to the corner. Now Johansson, blind pass in front, but it's picked off by Paramba's goal scorer. Here's Surratt once again. Dominic Surratt to the left side, creating room, taking a shot, just missed the net of Eamon. Johansson will have to come back for it and settle it down defensively. Johansson cross-corner pass, but he's going to give it away to Surratt. With an active stick by Hurlbert to move it ahead. Jacob Surratt was hit along the half wall, so he lost the puck. But Johansson right back to it. Pass in front, knocked down by PEB. And it gets to neutral ice at center. Air trying to move it ahead, now picked off again. Josh Boudreau trying to move in. Now Hurlbert will take over. Just over 30 seconds left in the first period. Hurlbert out of the corner. He's not going to go out of the corner. He'll decide to go in behind his own goal once again. Trying to skate through a few Paramba players, and he's going to now as he moves the puck up the ice. Hurlbert centers, Johansson shooting, block, rebound. Oh, and missing the net was Surratt. Wide open goal for Jacob Surratt, and he couldn't put it in. 10 seconds left in the period now. Surratt comes over, lays a hit on in front of the Viking bench, and the play whistled down on the offside. Now 3.9 seconds left in the first period. What a great chance for the Vikings to take a late period lead, but Surratt firing it wide of the goal, just missing. Just a few seconds left, and time will tick away for the first period. 1-1 tie after one, and I think we're in for a great hockey game tonight at Mariner Center. These two teams, it's such a rivalry between Paramba and Yarmouth, and we're seeing it again tonight. We saw it in the girls' game. That was an excellent hockey game, and this one's shaping up to be the same. We'll be back for the second period. You're watching the Cooks Cup 2015 on MC Media.
In the night, we're all looking for a guiding light. We're all seeking something more than right. It must be there every day. We're all trying to find a better way. We're all hoping for someone to say we're almost there. We believe there's a reason that we're all here. That every doubt will disappear. We believe in our time. If we hit a wall that we can't climb, if we stumble at the finish line, we'll start again. Everyone, every single person under the sun has a moment where they know they won. But until then, tomorrow carries something new, and after everything that we've been through, we believe there's a reason that we're all here.
back to the 2015 Cooks Cup High School Hockey Tournament. This is the first game of the boys division. This is play in Division A, and it's Yarmouth and Paramba, the two local teams, kicking things off. And after one period of play, the score 1-1. Vikings on the board first after killing off a full 2-minute 5-on-3 and a 4-minute power play. Dylan LeBlanc with that goal, and then Dominic Surratt scoring for Paramba a few minutes later. So we'll be with you right till the end of this one, as the ice will not be flooded again. Johansson right in for the Vikings on a break. Between the legs move, and a save by Poitier. Oliver Johansson with the fancy play, dragging the stick in behind his legs and trying the shot, but Poitier made the save. Looking like Jonathan Chichu, who made that move famous back in the 2005-06 season in the NHL. Great play by Johansson, but not able to finish. So the score remains 1-1. Paramba in the dark jerseys, the Vikings in their home maroon and whites. Johansson loose on it. Chance at the side of the goal, but coming over quickly to block that was Goodwin for the Sharks. Surratt trying to chip that out. He does for a moment. Hurlburt will have to wait for his teammates to get onside, and he'll dump it in. Stephen Moore onto it. Moore lost it at the line, but quickly recovering that was Jaden Muse. And behind the goal now, Riley Boudreau for the Sharks, laying it ahead to Josh Boudreau. And now breaking through, here's LeBlanc. He has an avenue to the goal. LeBlanc moving in, and he's hauled up, no call. So Jacques LeBlanc came in with a great chance as well for the Sharks. So teams trading chances early on here. Still tied at 1 as Moore gains center. He'll get into the Paramba zone. Moore takes a shot, is stopped by Poitier. Moore back to his own rebound. Moore into the middle, he won't shoot. He'll defer over to Hurlburt, who takes the shot wide. Now keeping it in at the line, Jaden Muse taking the shot, and a save is made by Poitier off the glove. Now Hurlburt for Moore. Moore in the corner, going back to the line, taking the shot again through traffic as Muse deflected to the corner. All Vikings right now. Hurlburt gets it to the goal and wrapping it around the boards, Boudreau, but he can't clear. Muse again keeping it in at the line. This line for the Vikings right now all over the Sharks. Stephen Moore. Saucer pass back to Hurlburt. Shot, save, rebound, and Surratt can't put it in as Poitier made another save. Now at the line, another chance is stopped. Rebound in front, scores! Stephen Moore finally puts it in. It was all Vikings, and they lead by a score of 2-1, 12:46 left in the second period. It was only a matter of time before the Vikings scored on that play, the way they had the Sharks defensive unit out there just worn down. And big props to Nick Poitier for making several key saves there. But eventually Moore able to put it in over a sprawled out Poitier. 2-1 lead for the Vikings. And you'll see the work again by Moore. Getting it back to the point. And waiting right there. Moore again on the rebound off Poitier and into the top of the net. Now Breton might have an issue with one of the Sharks players, and Breton is being led away either back to the bench or the penalty box. And he's going to the box. So McGuire Breton getting a penalty. Just a 2-minute call. Looks like the ref's got a slashing call. And now they've got LeBlanc going over to the Paramba penalty box. So Jacques LeBlanc's going to sit as well for 2. You may have saw in the intermission the nice video put together on the Vikings and the graduating players, the grade 12s, Dylan LeBlanc, McGuire Breton, Cole Jackard, Oliver Johansson, Kirby Mallett, Jacob Surratt, Stephen Moore, and Luke Eamon. Great video put together indeed. Mallett's in the box. Whoa, that put that puck off the boards and almost sneaking in past Poitier. And now Jones' backhand chances stop. Rebound is loose. Vikings right now short-handed. Paramba gets the power play opportunity. Mallet is in the box along with Breton right now. We'll wait for the official penalty calls. And Jacques LeBlanc in the box for Paramba. So the extra penalty going to the Vikings, but they've been good short-handed tonight, as you're seeing now. No problem moving the puck ahead. And they come again. Dylan LeBlanc shooting, just missed the net. Rebound and scores! Brad Jones short-handed. Vikings lead 3-1. And that good play, short-handed by the Vikings, continuing as Brad Jones picks it up. The puck was lively off the boards, and Jones puts it by Nick Potier. Of course, both these goalies know this rink very well. This is the home rink for both of these hockey clubs. Brad Jones with a short-handed goal. Jones in the regular season through 8 games, 6 goals and 7 assists. Another dangerous player on the Vikings that can put points up. Josh Boudreau now for the Sharks. Over to Corey Newell. Newell on the left side. Gains the line. Taken now by Hurlbert, though, for the Vikings. And Hurlbert, with a head of steam, just getting around 2 Sharks with ease. Might have an avenue to the goal on the right side. Hurlbert plays it back to Stephen Moore. 2 Sharks on him, so Moore will try to play it to the corner, but it was knocked away by Goodwin. Now Newell will try a shot and over the line wide. Rebound is blocked. Puck taken by Brandon Goodwin. 20 seconds left in the Sharks power play, but the net will come off. 10:55 left to go in the second period. The Vikings, in the first about 4 minutes of this period, scoring twice, once shorthanded as well. Stephen Moore and Brad Jones with a shorthanded goal. Vikings now in front by a score of 3-1. Luke Eman out of his goal for the Vikings to try to play it ahead. Knocked down once again. Here's a shot from the side by Dixon. That missed. Riley Boudreau tried to hustle over to keep it alive, but Johansson takes it over for the Vikings, and he'll get it to center. Played back in once again by Goodwin. Now the Vikings able to start out, but Hurlbert will be chased back into the zone. Good job by Patrick D'Entremont to give him a little bit of trouble. But now, Vikings all lined up at the Paramba line. They'll enter the zone. Given away, shot coming in, and a save is made by Potier. It goes out of play. As a glorious chance for Brock Eman to get the goal. 9:55 left. The penalties to both sides have expired. So Paramba now not able to score in a full 2-minute 5-on-3. Well, it was a 4-minute power play and a power play chance here in the second period. Vikings lead 3-1. They're on the puck now in the Shark zone. Saucer pass going back, and that's going to be given away. And that was Dominic Surrett with it, but he lost it. It's one player you don't want coming up the ice, and that burned the Vikings back in the first period when Surrett just took the puck and blew through 2 Viking defenders. Icing call against the Sharks, 9:34 left in the second period. MC Media live streaming all of the Arena 1 games for the Cooks Cup. That'll start up again tomorrow afternoon with the boys division, Neckik against Parkview. Yarmouth takes on Avonview in the girls division at 2:30. West Kings against Paramba, 5:30 tomorrow afternoon. The girls final, I'll have the call of that for you, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Just 3 teams in the girls division, Yarmouth, Paramba, and Avonview. Avonview, the only team that's been together all season long. They've played in the Valley Girls High School Hockey League. And then tomorrow night, the Vikings back in action. Surrett comes in and takes the shot, and that was stopped by Eman. Puck rolled through a bit, but the Vikings quick to play that away. Now trying a centering pass again was Dominic Surratt. Newell goes after it for the Sharks. Newell, nice move to get to the middle. He'll elect to take it in around behind. Newell in the corner. Trying to center that. Taken to the corner by Brady Doucette. Now Newell gets it back, centers, and Eamon down to glove it as the Sharks with their first bit of pressure in this second period. So the Vikings tomorrow night will play their next game of the tournament, and that'll be against the Sir John A. McDonald Flames. I'll have the call of that for you as well, 8:30. Then we've got some games on Saturday, and then the semifinals. Both will be held in this arena, 6:30 and 8 o'clock Saturday night. Consolation game Sunday at 1, championship at 3. Going to be a great weekend of hockey. Johansson is in, taking the shot, saved by Poitier, rebound. Poitier's out of the goal, and it ends up in between his legs or somewhere in his hockey equipment. Linesman finds the puck and will drop the puck inside the Sharks zone with 8:38 left in the second period. This tournament's been held every year since 2007. Vikings won the first couple of years. Then Avonview took the next two, 2009 and 10. Vikings won again in 11. And then Parkview in 2012, Sir John A. in 2013, and last year, Prince Andrew. Feeding St. Malachi Saints out of New Brunswick. They were here the last couple of years of the tournament. Johansson centering feed. Now Air comes up at the line, takes the shot, deflected wide. Surratt going after it for the Vikings. In behind for Johansson, who's loose. Johansson trying to wrap around chance on Poitier. Johansson getting back to it. Oliver Johansson gets knocked down. Couple of Sharks on him trying to get the puck away. They still can't do it as Surratt comes over to help. Cameron D'Entremont can't clear. Comes back to the line for Air. Air on to the other side. Hurlburt shooting through traffic across. Oh, what a save by Poitier, getting over and robbing more. Poitier with that left pad just on the post, able to keep it out. Nick Poitier has been the player of the game so far for Paramba. We'll see if that holds true at the end of this one. They give out player of the game awards after each game. Stephen Moore feeds it back to the line for Hurlburt. All Vikings right now, but now poked away, and this could be an odd man rush the other way. Dixon coming in, and he was knocked down by Air as Paramba had a 3-on-1 the other way. But a great job by Liam Air to get back. Now Moore, avenue to the goal. Coming in, a shot, and Poitier the save loose. The puck is laying there. Can they bat it home? And they do. The Vikings score their 4th goal of the game. Not sure who got last touch, but the puck was laying right there in front of Poitier. First to the handshake line is Hunter Hurlburt. And the Yarmouth Vikings take a 4-1 lead. So Moore started the rush. Great initial save made. And this goal looks like it's going to be scored by Brady Doucette of the Vikings. 2 goals in 9 regular season games this season for Doucette. And Vikings go in front 4-1. Surratt and Moore picking up the assists on that goal for the Vikings to give them a 3-goal advantage. Just about halfway through this hockey game. Still lots of time for Paramba to climb back into it. Now Doucette on the puck again after just scoring that 4th goal. But that's going to be ruled an icing call against the Vikings. Doucette with the goal. 4-1 lead Yarmouth. And now 5:59 left in the second period. Vikings have just been using their speed. The Vikings are a larger team as well physically. Jones, breakthrough to the middle. He's in. Backhand chance is stopped by Poitier. Jones looking for his second of the game. And now Dominic Surratt is on it. Surratt the other way, backhand chance, stopped by Eamon. We've got a game of pond hockey opened up here as breakaway chances at both ends. Shot from the point by Goodwin is knocked down in front by Hurlbert. Hurlbert will skate behind his own goal in the middle. Pass ahead was too far for Jones, but Jones knocks down the clear. Oh, what a move to get around Goodwin. Jones onto the other side. Big drive, save, scores! No goal as Jones kicked it in. The referee was right there, and I think that's the correct call. Brad Jones has been dynamic tonight. What a move he made to get around Justin Goodwin of the Sharks. And the pass came over, the big drive was on, Pachier made the save. But the rebound came to Jones's skate, and it looked like there was a kicking motion made, at least that's what the referee thought on that play. Of course, hard to tell from any angle. One of those hotly debated topics in hockey right now. You even see the NHL going through some changes with the coach's challenge. I wonder if we're able to see that come to a level of hockey like this. Probably not. It's an interesting dynamic in the major hockey league right now. Vikings on it. Moore hits the post. Nets off. Referee's just going to adjust that in behind Pachier. And now a chance coming down. Shot again is high, that time by Surratt. Johansson at the line, made a move, but it gave it away. And now, racing up after that puck is Brandon Goodwin, but it's an icing call against the Sharks as they played it up, looking for a lead-out pass. .4:12 remaining in the second period. These two teams have not met in the regular season. The one meeting they had was back at the Glen Murray tournament in Bridgewater last month. That ended in a 6-6 tie. Vikings went on in that tournament to the semifinals where they lost to Barrington. Double overtime after the Barons tied it up late. That was a heartbreaking loss for the Vikings, and Yarmouth really wants to win the Cooks Cup on home ice this year. It'll be the first time since 2011 if they can pull it off. LeBlanc trying to move that ahead. Surratt at neutral ice will just dump it in. Jared Minard along the boards. Puck is met at center by the Sharks, and they'll send that back in. 3:30 left in the second. 4-1 lead for the Vikings. It was 1-1 after one. 3-goal second period so far for Yarmouth. Can they keep it up? Here's one of the goal scorers, LeBlanc coming in. Backhand chance is stopped. Dylan LeBlanc was in looking for his second of the game. Sharks will send that down the ice, and that'll go all the way for an icing call with 3:09 left in the second. Dylan LeBlanc, another nice move off the blue line. It'll be Breton against Newell in the circle. Draw to the right of Pachier in the PEB goal. Now fought for by Breton. Breton feeds it back to the line. Minard's shot is blocked, and now the other way. Breakaway chance for Baban, or at least 2-on-1 with Newell. Baban centering play and coming back and breaking it up. Nice job by Jaden Muse. Muse putting his body on the line to block that puck. Baban's pass over to Newell. Breton will backhand that, but it lands in the Paramba bench. Julian Boudreau is the head coach of the Paramba Sharks, and Ronnie Jackard, the head coach of the Yarmouth Vikings. As these teams enter play for the Cooks Cup. Paramba, of course, would like to win it on their home rink. Even though the Vikings are hosting this tournament, as I mentioned, Paramba calls this arena home. Mariners Center, 2 ice surfaces here. Always Great rink to watch hockey in, of course, home of the Yarmouth Junior A Mariners in the Maritime Junior Hockey League. Vikings were offside as they entered Sharks territory. Actually, this is a penalty call coming up Paramba. Riley Baban heads to the box. And the Vikings to the power play, I believe, for the first time tonight. So power play opportunity, Yarmouth. Hurlburt into the corner for Moore. Moore waiting for someone to pass to, tried the one-timer over for air. Now picked off, short-handed, here comes Surratt. Surratt coming to the goal, trying to find LeBlanc in front, but picked off. And now Stephen Moore with a pass ahead, off the stick of Johansson. Johansson going after it, he's taken into the boards, hard by Riley Boudreau. Johansson back up, and Boudreau trying to move the puck ahead. But now Surratt will get to it. He'll settle it down to the point for Hurlburt. Hurlburt shoots, that's blocked in front. Didn't reach the goal of Pachier, but cleared away by a couple of Sharks. Air in for Moore. Moore in behind the goal. Stephen Moore takes the shot and scores! Second goal of the game for Stephen Moore. Power play this time. Roofed it over Pachier, and a 5-1 lead for the Yarmouth Vikings. Remember, when we get to the third period, if the lead gets to 5 or more, then the clock will run without stoppage. Moore just walks to the slot and fires that over Pachier. Second goal of the game for Stephen Moore. Now Dylan LeBlanc coming in for the Vikings. LeBlanc getting loose behind the goal of Pachier. Swinging it back to the point. Big drive from the line, knocked down in front by Pachier. He'll hold on. Shot came in from the point by Minard. Just over a minute left in the second period, and the Vikings have really taken control of this hockey game. It looked like it might be a close one after the first period, but that's 4 unanswered goals now by the Yarmouth Vikings. Vikings again having a good season. Well, just over 500, 5-4, but that's good enough for a second place tie in the Valley Boys High School Hockey League. Northeast Kings leading the way in that league. Look out, Dixon was hit, but he'll get back to it. Now coming over and trying another hit was Brock Eamon. Puck will get to neutral ice, and now Newell with speed. Newell picks it up, trying to go wide right, but knocked away for a moment by Dylan D'Entremont. Newell gets back to it. He's got a man standing in front of the goal, Brandon Goodwin, trying to get it to him in front of the net. Puck is loose, another chance, and now knocked away. Here come the Vikings, and LeBlanc in alone again, scores! Dylan LeBlanc with his second of the night. And this time, he did the same thing he did before. Just coming through 2 defenders and high glove on Pachier. 16 seconds left in the second period. The Vikings now leading 6-1. And you get the cool overhead look here. Breaking in and scoring on that one is LeBlanc for his second goal of this hockey game for the Yarmouth Vikings. So LeBlanc has 2, Stephen Moore has 2. Jones and Doucette the others. Lone goal for PEB scored by Dominic Surratt. That was back in the first period. But that feels like a long time ago now. Third period is coming up in just a moment, so don't go anywhere. So now with that 5-goal advantage, straight time in this third period. Unless Paramba can score and stop the clock. Julian Boudreau going over things with his hockey club on the Sharks bench. Not a whole lot to say if you're Ronnie Jackert on the Vikings bench. It's been a pretty good game for them so far. So each team earned a point after the first period of play. Of course, points are given after a period. Or rather, a half point per team after the first. If you're tied after a period, you get a half point. And the Vikings get a point out of that second period. Just about ready to start the third period of play. Draw controlled by the Vikings, and here's Johansson coming in over the line once again. Johansson stopping up and behind the goal of Poitier, trying to center. And the Vikings right back to work here as the third period begins. Johansson trying to move, Surratt almost taking that away, but Josh Boudreau tried to feed it ahead again. For Dominic Surratt, now Air will take over in his own zone for the Vikings. Johansson losing it. Jacob Surratt picks it up on the left side. He'll enter the zone. Surratt with a toe drag move, the shot wide. Surratt getting back to it. Got more with him, now finds Johansson in the corner. Oliver Johansson, nice move to get back to Air, taking the shot, and a save made by Poitier by the glove, and there's no rebound. As you see, the clock will continue to tick away as long as it's a 5-goal advantage or more. Well, now the Sharks are hoping for that similar result they had in the Glen Murray tournament against this team, a 6-6 tie. I think they take that right now. Long way to go before we get there. Sharks trying to break it out of their own zone. Here's Dixon, trying to move ahead, he can't. Hurlbert plays that ahead on the pass, and he finds Jones on the right side. Jones takes it to the corner, nice move to get around Cameron D'Entremont. Jones and McGuire Breton trying to work the puck over. Breton wearing the C for the Vikings in this tournament. Breton coming over and putting the hit on Newell. And Breton again in the corner trying to get loose. Plays it around the boards. Cameron D'Entremont takes it the other way. Aiden Darcy going after it for the Sharks. But Breton, they're right there again trying to get the puck loose. Newell can't clear, so Darcy will try again. Darcy's pass ahead ended up outside the line. And Dylan D'Entremont passing it back in once again. Vikings go for a change. Paramba making a quick change up as well. Loose in neutral ice, and Newell trying to make a move to get around Hurlbert. And Hurlbert puts the hit on. Now Newell and Dylan D'Entremont battling for the puck. Patrick D'Entremont up there as well. Doucette trying to get it loose for Yarmouth. Comes back to Hurlbert in his own zone. Hurlbert got that out just barely. Brought back in, though, and the Sharks are offside. Baban came in. Tried a chance. Mallet is over having a chat with Baban. And there's that hit you saw a few moments ago from Hurlbert. Time ticking away. Now 11:40 left in the third period. Paramba will be back in action tomorrow on Arena 1. They'll take on West Kings at 5:30. And Yarmouth's only game tomorrow will be tomorrow night, 8:30, against Sir John A. McDonald. LeBlanc got to the middle for the Sharks. Puck tipped off his stick. Brady Doucette playing that ahead now. And here comes LeBlanc looking for the trick, and he got tripped up and hit, actually. Kept alive at the line, though. Big shot coming in from Jaden Muse is stopped by Nick Poitier. And now, tempers perhaps flaring a bit as Dylan LeBlanc maybe not liking that hit he just received. LeBlanc's going to head back to his bench. 2 goals for him tonight. .10:30 now left to go. In front, scores, and Stephen Moore's got the hat trick. Pass came in front, Moore one-timer, and now a 7-1 lead. Yarmouth Vikings on top. Johansson quickly off the draw, got it to the corner, and in front, Moore just taps it in. Goaltending change for the Yarmouth Vikings. They're letting Brad Varon come into the goal. There's a hit from Moore as he absolutely leveled Cameron D'Entremont in front of the Paramba bench. So Luke Eamon, who will probably get the majority of playing time in this Cooks Cup High School Hockey Tournament, coming out in favor of 15-year-old Brad Varon, who's now in the crease for the Yarmouth Vikings. Varon, rather, 1-0 the season record, regular season play, in 2 appearances. Pachier still in the goal for Paramba. He's been great tonight, even though he's given up 7 goals. He's made a lot of real nice saves in this hockey game. A lot of the Vikings' goals either on breakaways or just bang-bang plays. In they come again, Johansson across, and Moore looking for his 4th of the game. Fires it high over the net, and he looked to the sky as that puck sailed over. Face-off will come outside the Paramba zone. 8:25 left in the third. Again, the clock is ticking away as the Vikings now lead by 6. The deficit has to be 5 for the third period to continue without stopping time. Brad Jones coming in looking for a hat trick. Jones around the goal. Rather, Jones just has the 1 goal tonight. It's LeBlanc who has 2. Moore with 3 in this one for the Vikings. McGuire Breton up there. Jones got it. Now in the middle, Breton. Pass across, and Mallett fanned on it. Jones will go back after it. In front of the net, Breton to the backhand, and he falls, and it comes loose at the line. This is Jaden Muse. He'll fire it wide. Brad Jones getting to it in the corner. McGuire Breton after it as well. Of course, the Vikings aren't going to slow down. They want to keep getting goals. As you think about tiebreakers at the end of the round robin, could mean a whole lot. Tiebreakers after the round robin, head-to-head matchup number 1, and then the highest percentage of goals against and total goals for and against. Lowest goals against, most goals scored. Least amount of penalty minutes. If it had to come down to that, it probably wouldn't. Big drive from the line by Muse is high over the goal. And now another chance from D'Entremont goes wide. Muse will go after it on the blue line again. All Yarmouth in this one. Penalty coming up, and this will be against the Sharks as Dixon takes down Muse. Now another chance at the side of the goal. Knocked away as Mallett was trying to push it in. And now Mallett and a couple of Viking players into it. And look out here, Muse as well, going after Dixon. Now the linesman breaking up. Mallett trying to get him away from Riley Boudreau. Mallett's on the ice right now. So the players will head off to the penalty box. I'm sure there's a few penalties out of that. We've got Breton in the box for Yarmouth. Mallett's going to head in there as well. Dixon in there for Paramba. Not sure the other player is. And Dixon's going to come out of the box for Parambah. Might be another player that goes in. So now 6:35 left in the third. Time's not running right now, even though it's a 6-goal lead. A 7-1 lead for the Yarmouth Vikings, and they'll more than likely, barring a miraculous comeback, get the win in this one. 2 points for a game win for the Vikings. Point per period one as well, so the Vikings will pick up a couple of points there, unless PEB can score a couple in this third. 3 Viking players in the box right now, along with looks like 3 Parambah players as well. And they've stopped the clock. They're trying to figure out what's happening with penalties. This delay's been a couple of minutes now. Nick Pottier's been excellent for Parambah despite giving up 7. Made a lot of real nice saves. The veteran of the Sharks team. He was on the team when they won provincials last year. That was the first provincials win for Parambah in quite some time. Or a team from that area at least. And 3 players in the box each. We'll figure out where the face-off's going to be. It'll be just outside the line, and still I'm gonna shoving in there as well. Tempers might continue to flare just a bit. Vikings will have the power play out of all of that. Initial penalty was going to Parambah. Anyway, we knew that. And the rest all roughing calls, I would imagine. So now, Vikings with the power play. Time running on the clock once again, 6:25 left in the third. Moore's got 3 tonight. He'll drop it off for Surratt. Surratt got it back to the line for Minard. Now Johansson in the corner. Oliver Johansson, nice pass, getting it back, taking a shot high, deflected over the netting and out of play. Draw will come outside the Parambah line. Now 6 minutes left in the third. Surratt against Newell in the circle, and Surratt wins it. Hunter Hurlbert lost the puck. Dumped in by the Sharks. Brad Varen's in net right now for Yarmouth, as they're giving Luke Eamon the third period off. Johansson playing that over. And now Hurlbert has room to move into the Shark zone. Hurlbert centering pass, trying to find more. Aiden Darcy trying to move it ahead. Now it's in the middle. Toe drag move by Surratt, lost the handle. Moore, and a big collision there with Corey Newell. Newell looked like he got the worst of that. Puck is dumped down the ice again. 5 minutes left in the third, 7-1 lead for the Vikings. Power play for Yarmouth for another 20 seconds. Here's Johansson on the right side. Stops up in the corner, looking for someone to pass to. Finds Hurlbert, and his shot stopped by Poitier. Hurlbert once again. Got it to the corner for Johansson. Now into the middle for Hurlbert. He'll shoot. Stop is made by Poitier. Hurlbert again. Skating into the middle. Back to the line. Big drive coming. It's blocked. And out of the zone by the Sharks. Penalty done. Back to 5-on-5, but still many players in penalty boxes both sides. So at 6:35, they're announcing all of those penalties. And one player, Noah Dixon, got 4 minutes for head contact. That's the one I caught. And a lot of other penalties. Of course, 3 Vikings in the box, 3 Sharks in the box. Might not see those players again the rest of the game. Icing call against the Sharks. Clock will continue to run. We're back on the air tomorrow morning. Rather, tomorrow afternoon it'll be in Arena 1. Northeast Kings will take on Parkview in Division B play in the boys' championship round, 1 o'clock. Yarmouth and Avonview, the girls' division, at 2:30. West Kings, Paramba. That's the Sharks' next game, 5:30 tomorrow afternoon. West Kings have been good this season. Girls' final will be right here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Then Yarmouth and Sir John A. McDonald. To wrap things up tomorrow night, that'll begin at 8:30. Vikings are going to win this one to move to 1-0 on the tournament. Paramba to 0-1. So PEB's game against West Kings tomorrow, the importance of that going to heighten tenfold. Don't want to go down 0-2 to start a tournament. And the Vikings will be focused, ready to go for their game in here tomorrow night. I'm sure there'll be a large crowd. Pretty good crowd on hand for this one tonight. For a Thursday night at Mariner Center. Dominic Surratt trying to center that. He has the lone goal for the Sharks that came back in the first period. It tied the game at 1. 6 unanswered by the Vikings as Yarmouth will ice the puck. By the time we drop the puck, we'll be under 2 minutes left to go in this hockey game. These two teams have a fierce rivalry. Used to be in the old South Shore High School Hockey League, and now all the teams down here in the Tri-County area, Yarmouth, Paramba, Barrington, Digby, all joined in with the Valley High School Hockey League teams, and it's made a really good league, a lot of good competition. Normally we see the Avonview Avalanche here, the boys team, but they're away on a goodwill trip right now. So they had to miss this year's tournament. The girls team is here, though. Pachier makes a great save coming over to deny Stephen Moore of his 4th goal of the game. So if you had to pick players of the game, I would have to say Stephen Moore for the Vikings with his hat-trick performance. And for Paramba, likely Pachier in goal, even though he's given up 7. As I mentioned, he's been great. Been the best player on the ice for this team. You might have a case as well for Dominic Surratt. He's been good, explosive at times, and has the goal. Now into the last minute of this hockey game. Sharks will chip it out of their zone, and Hurlbert will race after it. Well, not race, just calmly go back to it. As he takes a look at the clock and sees there's only 40 seconds left in the game. Big gun still out there for Yarmouth, Johansson. Now in front of the net, loose puck, scores! Jones with his 2nd of the game, and it's 8-1 Yarmouth. So like I mentioned, the Vikings, they're not going to go away. Goal differential can mean a lot when it comes to standings at the end of the round robin. So time continues to tick away, and I'm not sure if they'll get the puck drop before this one ends. Time is going to expire as the puck is dropped, and that'll do it. Jones from Johansson with 28 seconds left ends the game. The Yarmouth High Vikings dispose of the Paramba Sharks with relative ease, an 8-1 final score in the opening game of the boys division for the Cooks Cup High School Hockey Tournament 2015. I'm Kevin Northup. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back on the air once again on live stream again tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. It'll be West Kings against Sir John A. Neckick Parkview will be the first game, and then it'll be Yarmouth Avonview for the girls division at 2:30. So thanks for joining us, and we'll be back tomorrow for the 2015 Cooks Cup High School Hockey Tournament.
player of the game for Panama goes to number 8, Dominic Surratt. Player of the game for Yarmouth goes to number 76, Stephen Moore. There is a purse left in the upper bar area. If that's yours, please come to the sound booth. Once again, there is a purse left in the upper bar. Never mind, it's been found.